Today I'm going to be talking about another storytelling app called Explain Everything. This is the first of the apps I'm sharing that is not free. Explain Everything is $2.99 the last time I checked, but it is an app that I use a lot in the classroom, especially during large group instruction. So for this video, I'm going to show you one example lesson I did on nouns with my kindergarten class and kind of walk you through that process. Explain Everything is one of those apps that's so powerful it probably takes several videos to even begin to touch the different things it can do. But hopefully this video will give you an overview of just the basics with the app. So I'm going to open Explain Everything, and just like every video, I am using the Mac to point out where I'm touching on the iPad. So when it opens up, it goes to your home screen here where you kind of have all the different projects that you can be working on. The first time you open, of course, it'll be empty. I'm going to press this plus sign up here to start a new project. I tend to always just click the white one. I like starting with this just blank white screen. You can see over here on the left there's a lot of different features, and then down the bottom there's a lot of ways to share. You can record what's on the screen. This app is very similar to EduCreations, which I have another video for, and you could certainly do this project with EduCreations. The main difference being EduCreations only gives you the option to save a video, whereas with Explain Everything you can save a video or an image. An easy way to get around that in EduCreations is just take a screenshot of the image and then you would have it saved to your camera roll. So the first thing we're going to do to get started is I'm going to import some video. So what I did with my class is we did this large group and we were the very basics of talking about nouns, and I had the app preloaded with a bunch of pictures and the screen already set for us to sort them. So I'll get to that in just a second, but I want to show you how I did that. The first thing I did was press the text button and then tap on the screen somewhere and type the word noun there, so you can see the words there, and then you can click the little green check mark and say that you're done. And then if you pinch on the word just like you would anything, you can make it bigger or smaller. So I had this set up. I put noun at the top, and then I did another text box over here, and we typed the person, place, thing on there, and I put a couple spaces in between them and did the check mark again. And then this time I spread them out here, and then I used the drawing tool here, which will just draw on the screen, and I put the lines in between them. So we have a little chart here where we can sort the person, place, or thing. So I had this pre-set up before we started the lesson. And then the other thing I did is I had all the images in there already. So if you press this plus sign, you'll get a lot of options for inserting. One of the cool things is you can insert video into there. I just went to the existing photo and I had a bunch of nouns that I saved from the internet. So we'll put President Obama in there, and what I did is I just dragged these all up to the top and had them ready. So it's just as simple as adding all the pictures that I wanted on there and big text, since we live in Texas, and I just repeated that process till I had every picture on there ready. So I had that set up ready to go, and I just saved it down here at the bottom. Press this little folder and we'll save it as the noun sample. And then when we press the home button over here, it'll take us back to the project. So you can see that noun sample I created just now is there. Here's the one that I created for my class ahead of time, so I'm going to click on that one. And so what I did in large group is we talked about what a noun was, a person, place, or thing, and then I had the kids come up one at a time and sort them based on where they would go. So obviously the White House would be a place, and President Obama would be a person. And these can be adjusted however you want. Dallas is a place, Dirk is a person, and they just sorted all these one at a time, and we talked about them. There was a couple of kids who got a few of them wrong, and I had to, kind of work with them on that. But, other than that, there wasn't any big problems as far as the kids dragging and dropping. As you can see on there, the background kind of dragged. That happened one time when I was doing it with the class, and all I do is press this little move button over here, and then you can move anything individually that you want on there. So we repeated that process and put all the pictures on there. I will point out that I think it's important for teachers to be intentional in the pictures that we pick. And so I made sure to pick, the doctor's a female. I have a fireman in there that I made sure it was an ethnic person of culture, and just to give the kids a wide variety in the pictures that we are picking. Because I noticed when I search doctor, of course, it's a bunch of white males that show up first. And I think this is one way we can show kids the different cultures and the variances in what they're doing. So we did this, and after it was completely done, down here at the bottom is the save button or to share. So I just press this little button down here, and I save the final project to our camera roll. And you'll see it pops up that it's saved to our camera roll. And then we were able to use that picture to share on our blog and also to share on our Twitter account with our Twitter friends. So when you go back here, I wanted to show another project that we did also. We did things that were magnetic and non-magnetic. And the items that we actually tested in the classroom, I took pictures ahead of time. And once we did the project, we put them where they went based on what was done in the classroom. And so it was a way for us to document our learning. Again, I just had it set up just like I showed you beforehand on that one. So that's kind of the basics of using this app for the project that I used it for. Another thing that I did once I was done is I wanted the kids to be able to show me what they learned on their own. So in the camera roll, I saved all the different pictures that were there, and I printed this top and bottom, so it's 2 per page. And then I also printed a sheet with just the graphic organizers, the nouns with the person, place, and thing. And then they're going to cut those out and glue them in the right place this week in centers. And I'm going to include those documents in the blog post in case you want to try them out. Of course, I think it would be best if you used your own images for your class. These are images that interest my kids based on where we live, and that's. But if you wanted just to start off with that, you could. As always, if you have any questions or concerns on using the Explain Everything app or any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate you watching.